Kevin O'Leary, the infamous Shark Tank billionaire, has pointed out a clause in Trump's big, beautiful bill that is set to absolutely hammer small businesses, coming from the guy that campaigned on giving people a leg up and helping out small businesses. Trump has repeatedly done the exact opposite, and this big, beautiful bill would be the biggest slap in the face to lower and middle income Americans that voted for him and put him into office, based on how little there is that benefits those people in this bill. But before we look at that, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps out a lot with the algorithm. So let's head over here to Mediaite, and I'm going to play you guys this clip from Mornings with Maria Batromo, and we're going to listen to what Kevin O'Leary had to say.
But look, you recently said that the president's big, beautiful bill is a disaster for small business. Why?
Very simple. You remember the PPP and ERC programs. They were the only bills available during the pandemic to small business. All the other bills, like the CHIPS and Science Act, the infrastructure bill, all of that, there wasn't a dime in there for small business. And there are millions of small businesses in America. And they drew down the PPP and the ERC to stay alive and keep their employees employed. And it worked. Now, we've got a situation in this new beautiful bill, and I don't think anybody reads these things. I read it. I read all these bills through the eyes of small business. And I found a section in there that looks like a cut and paste that says the IRS will get extended powers to audit small businesses for up to 9 years that took the ERC. Now, that is going to cause chaos in valuations. If you have that hanging over your head, it almost seems unfair and un-American to do that to small business. And I'm not sure everybody's aware of this provision in the bill. I'm heading down tonight to the Hill to get a gong and walk down the halls banging it, saying, what are you guys doing here? You can't do that to small business. Somebody should fix this in the big, beautiful bill, because it's not beautiful for small business. That's totally unfair, because if you're trying to do a deal or get financing or raise capital, and you know you've got that uncertainty for 9 years, that's going to cause chaos.
The big, beautiful bill is not beautiful for small business, coming from Kevin O'Leary here. Yeah, Trump totally is not good for small business. He is totally not good for lower and middle income Americans. And the fact that he's convinced anybody otherwise is absolutely astounding, quite frankly. Trump's first administration, we saw the largest tax breaks ever given to the richest in this country, so much so that it led to an extreme backlash against his administration in the 2018 midterms. And if you, in fact, go and look at Trump's approval rating during his first administration, the point that he was the lowest at in his entire first administration was right after Trump's largest tax cuts ever to the richest in this country were passed with the help of Mitch McConnell in his first administration. So, you know, that ruffled the feathers of Americans. And the fact that Trump was able to convince people otherwise in another campaign that he is actually for them is absolutely astounding. And, you know, this big, beautiful bill, it had, what is in it is even more tax breaks for the rich. $1 trillion of tax breaks for the rich is in this bill, while kicking millions and millions of people off of Medicaid and adding things like work requirements for people and just a whole bunch of more hoops for everyday people trying to get health care out there to jump through, while giving huge tax breaks to the richest in this country. That's what Donald Trump's administration is about. It's not about helping out the little guy or little businesses out there. It's about bolstering the status and the pocketbooks of the elite who come through Mar-a-Lago and campaigned with Trump and donated vast amounts of money to his campaign. That's what Donald Trump is about. And I'm glad that Kevin O'Leary here has pointed out, hey, this clause in the bill is going to hammer small businesses, because for 9 years, right, if you're a business that took advantage of the ERC to keep your employees employed during the pandemic, you know, you're going to have a 9-year period now where you are under the threat of audit from the IRS. That's not something that is going to help small businesses whatsoever. And I'm glad that Kevin O'Leary pointed it out here.